real close to wildlife, sometimes you gotta enter the food chain. My name's Steve Jordan, but people call me Junkfish, and I'm living a double life. I'm a corporate innovation technologist to pay the bills, and on the side, I'm an outdoor adventure nut. I was born in Boston and spent most of my life on the East Coast. I just moved to San Diego to take advantage of a year-round environment for getting out in the outdoors. I did get out a fair amount, never let the winter stop me, doing some adventure hiking in the snow up Mount Washington, winter camping, but I can't wait to take advantage of the outdoor environment here on the west coast of the United States. You know, I work so hard all day, all week, every week, that when I do get my time off, I want the highest peak, I want the toughest adventure, and I want to chase my passion, which is now and has always been wildlife, fisheries, and the natural world. I got a master's degree in natural resources and studied fish biology and conservation. When other people were chasing more glamorous pursuits, the almighty dollar, I was waist deep in Hudson River water, covered in mud, pulling up muddy hoop nets full of the not glamorous species like catfish and common carp. And that's where I got the name Junkfish Jordan that stuck with me to this day. I've always tried to get off the trail whenever I can and get a really up close and personal view of wildlife. I've spent years of my life devoted to studying them in undergraduate and graduate school. Studied fish biology, wildlife, and natural resources. And that really afforded me the opportunity to get really close to lots of different creatures. From the fish I was going after with my big hoop nets, to the run-ins I had with monster snapping turtles, Gelidra serpentina. It's really fun trying to get a 60-pound, knobby, nasty, hissing snapping turtle through 10 feet of nylon funneled hoops. Take 20 to 30 minutes the whole time trying to get your finger from being bitten off by one of these prehistoric beasts. Hosting a show like this, obviously, you gotta have the right personality. To me, adventure, it's not just a part of someone's personality, it's a way of life. And for me, it permeates everything that I do. Well above tree line, it's nothing but jagged rocks and sand. We finally found the trail after getting lost for about an hour. Where we are here right now is in Torrey Pines Reserve in La Jolla, California. And it's just loaded with rattlesnakes. I've actually never seen one. This is a western diamondback rattler. And so I've been walking off the path where I can here to try to get myself a closer look at one of these. You gotta be really careful. One little bite can put you down and you won't live to see the next day. When I go away on the weekends, it's not to a bed and breakfast. It's backpacking up to 11,000 feet in the Sierra Nevadas. It's going on to take on a 100-pound tuna on light tackle, putting my body to the test, putting my mind to the test. It's looking for excitement. And I think that's really a cool thing about a show like this, is yeah, there's some fear there, but that's a good thing. You can't let that fear stop you. And you can't truly feel excitement unless you feel a little bit of fear. One of the things that you have to do is find that balance between healthy respect and fear, because those animals can sense it. If they can sense fear, you're done for. One of the, I guess, braver things I've ever done was taking off for the bottom of the world by myself without reservations, backpacking, oftentimes over 6,000 feet, having to speak Spanish as I went from town to town, try to find my own way, freezing at night, struggling and gasping for air over 6,000 feet, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I've always gotten into fishing because I like to handle fish. I think that's one of the coolest things, is being able to get up close to wildlife and actually hold them with your bare hands. It's one thing to see them on a textbook. It's another thing for that textbook to come alive when you're right in their element, when you enter the food chain. You know, one time, one of the most dangerous things I've ever done, I was about 8 miles off Islamorada, Florida, on the Florida Keys. We were fishing, we had a big chum slick going. We had fish all around the boat, and there were these dark streaks shooting through them. We were very close to 400 feet of water, about 80 feet of water right beneath the boat, strong currents. and I just jumped in right into a bloody chum slick. The currents could have swept me away. It's great white territory. They love to come into chum slicks like that, and I had no protection. But you know, when you're curious and just have to get a closer look, sometimes you have to throw caution to the wind. I think it's really hard to say that you have experience in survival tactics. It's not really a skill you can put into practice a lot for fun. It's really like martial arts. It's a skill set that you hope you never have to use. We are a little bit open to a wind. Whether that's at 11,000 feet on a mountain, not much we can do about it. Or whether it's 20 miles out to sea without a radio. And just knowing that you might have to use those skills, it makes you think about them and mentally hone them. You know, my experience as a fisherman and a hunter, it's something that most people don't have, to know where your food comes from. And to be able to butcher a deer or be able to take down and pluck and field dress a turkey and then know how to cook it. It's really important to do that. It's a survival skill that you can't read about in a book. And the other thing that I know how to do is find, kill, clean, and cook my own food. I'm amazed at how few people today know even the basics about where their food comes from, how to capture it, cook it, and kill it. It's something that, as a survival tactic, you absolutely have to know, and you have to have the ability and willingness to do to stay alive. I think I'd make a great host because I really don't have a poker face. I watch some of these survival shows and you get the idea that these guys are really enjoying themselves. And one thing about me, I do love the creature comforts, and people who've watched me through web video have said that I reflect reality really well, that they suffer with me, they laugh with me. And I think going out and putting yourself in danger, you want people to feel like they're in danger with you. And you need a host that's really going to be authentic and reflect reality really well.
What's that?
That's the heart. It's the heart. Wow. Usually they're still beating.
It is still beating. Watch this.
Oh my God.
Look at it still beating.
Want to go Native American?
Like a quivering drill.
Oh.
It always gives you the spirit of the animal.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Anybody else? And the other thing is, anywhere I go, no matter what, I have fun. And I try to bring people along with me in the adventure so they can have fun with me. Any situation, look for the silver lining. Even if it's dangerous, get through it and laugh about it afterwards. Learn from it and laugh about it. This is a Darwin Award waiting to happen, but hopefully if I do crash, the tape will survive. It's the only thing more dangerous than filming while driving. Filming yourself reading while driving. I've got the background, education, and experience to be a phenomenal host on this show. I have a passion for wildlife, adventure, and educating others in the world around me. What we've got here is a rookery of red-winged blackbirds, Agileus phonaceus. Now, the interesting fact about them is that, and I'm absolutely committed to being the best at everything that I do. This world is full of people that want to tell you what you can't do. I know it's a litigious society, and there's lots of signs saying do not enter, places that you can't go. I think we can get a little bit crazy with this, and sometimes you just gotta ignore them and do what people have been doing for thousands of years. Get out and explore. Get to know the natural world, not the world that you see on TV. Every day gives you a chance to have an amazing experience and learn something new about the natural world. It's a gift, and you can't let fear stand in the way of that.